Discord is now valued at $15 billion after raising $500 million. This was led by Dragoneer, Coatue, Fidelity, and others, the folks who tend to invest in late-stage startups before they go public. If you remember, back on episode 1190, Microsoft was very close to acquiring Discord for a rumored price between 10 and 12 billion. Those talks fell through. So obviously, if at this valuation, they are now valued at, somewhere between 20 and 50% more than they would have been valued in that deal with Microsoft. If you don't know Discord, it's a chat room. It's a chat room. It's like AOL chat. It's like, Yammer turned into Slack, or AOL chat, Yahoo chat, turned into Yammer, turned into Slack, turned into Discord. So, it's more for content that's on Reddit. In other words, content that young people, whether it's video games or comic books or music, would be into. So let's break down Discord's numbers for their chat service. And we'll compare them to Reddit, which is, I think, these are very complementary brands that are both going to wind up going public. I think the two should merge and go public. They would be worth $100 billion together. That's the best idea that anybody's going to say in the next 24 hours on the internet. So somebody bookmark that. Discord was launched in May of 2015. Reddit was launched 10 years earlier in 2005. So on a valuation basis, Discord is at 15 billion. Reddit's over 10 billion. And Reddit raised a $700 million Series F in this past August, last month. That means they're about to go public, if you're wondering. That's just a lot of money. Those late-stage investors are looking to double their money in 2 years or something like that, maybe triple it in 2 or 3 years. So they're making a late-stage bet that they want to, they'll take a lot of risk before it goes public and gets priced by the public markets. Fidelity is in both their rounds. They're no fools. They know that these services are not going anywhere. Reddit did not give an exact valuation, just over 10 billion, but we can assume Discord's valuation is a little bit higher. So on a revenue basis, according to the Wall Street Journal and some of the numbers we found, Discord had 130 million in revenue in 2020, which was 3x in 2019. So tripling a big number like 45 million is pretty impressive. It's hard to double big numbers or triple them. A high growth stock in the public markets would be over 20% year over year growth. So in the private markets, we are really looking for companies that triple, double, something like that. Sometimes you can get a triple, double. Sometimes in the early stages, you'll see a company go 4 or 5x year over year. So that's how these private companies kind of grow, which means in 2021, with the pandemic and people at home and Discord getting super popular, who knows? Maybe they tripled again. Maybe their revenue is 300 million now. We don't know. Reddit did between 170 and 200 million in revenue in 2020, based on the numbers we found online. Again, private companies do not need to give out their numbers, but sometimes they get leaked by investors or somebody might give an estimate. They had confirmed 100 million in advertising in Q2 of 2021. So they're on a $400 million run rate. That was according to the Series F announcement. So based on my estimates, if they 2.5 times their revenue, that means Discord would be at 130, 260, plus another, call it 60 or 70. You're looking at 350 million in revenue. Let's take a guess. And Reddit at 400 million. Pretty amazing that they're both in the same exact zone. Discord sells a $100 a year premium subscription called Nitro for servers. And when you purchase those, it makes your servers have more advanced features and tools. Slack calls their servers or their instances workspaces. Reddit, as you know, has subreddits. You can think of those as forums. If you have Nitro, you can do, a lot of extra little things like personal profiles and HD video screen sharing and file uploads or larger file uploads. Discord currently has over 150 million monthly active users, according to Bloomberg. Reddit said it had 430 million monthly active users at the end of 2019. Now, Reddit has been around a long time. And as you know, when you've been around that extra 10 years, that's why they have that big boost, because they get SEO traffic. You type anything in these days, you're highly likely to have Quora and Reddit come up. Reddit is kind of like Quora, the Q&A site, because anytime you type in a question, what you'll see in Google autofill, if you say, what's a movie like Tropic Thunder, you'll see at the end, Reddit. So people now are adding the word Reddit. They're appending the word Reddit, fancy word for adding, at the end of a Google search. That's when you know you've got a baller service, is when people say, give me the answer of Reddit. In terms of servers and subreddits, 6.7 million active servers on Discord in 2020, according to the Business of Apps. If 20% of those servers are paying $100 a year, that's about 1.3 million customers at 130 million in revenue, which was their revenue in 2020. 20% seems high to me, but I might go with 10 or 5%. 3 million total subreddits, according to Reddit's metrics page. Which one of these is the better service? Which one would I rather own? Well, Reddit's been around longer. Reddit can add Discord, just like Reddit added images and got rid of Imgur, I think was the service that was doing images. If they were both publicly traded and I could only own one, that would be a very hard decision to make. I might go with Reddit because of longevity, but if I wanted quicker returns in a shorter period of time, I go with Discord. So I think Reddit, more stable, never going anywhere. And one of the great lessons of Reddit is that if you just keep running a service that has product market fit, it will not go away. Reddit has never had a competitor. Discord on the margins is competitive, but it's not going to get rid of Reddit. And if Dig had just stuck around and the venture capitalists had not pushed Kevin Rose to try to reinvent the service, it would still be running and it still would be awesome. Okay, congratulations to Discord. If you don't have business insurance, you failed one of the first steps of being an entrepreneur. Startups should look no further than Embroker. Embroker's technology saves you time and money. Their prices are up to 20% lower with better coverage than the incumbents. And you can go from sign up to quote and purchase in just 10 minutes. So when you work with Embroker, instead of business insurance incumbents, you're not dealing with large, slow corporations. And the sign up takes days, not weeks. The process is transparent with no opaque pricing. So let's talk about two very crucial types of startup insurance. You'll know that these are very much in the news, especially the first one, cyber insurance. You have to have cyber insurance, which covers hacks. And they happen more than you think. A lot of them you don't hear about publicly, right? Because people are ashamed to have them happen and they should have done a better job, but mistakes happen. And sometimes software is imperfect, right? Or a human is imperfect and they make a mistake. They use a weak password. They forget to put two-factor on. Well, you want to have cyber insurance just in case that happens, plus D&O insurance. This helps if your directors and officers do something dumb and you get sued. Very simple, very important to have cyber and D&O. So to instantly buy custom-built insurance for startups, go to embroker.com/twist, EMBROKER.com/twist. While you're there, you're going to get an extra 10% off by using the offer code TWIST, TWIST. Okay, let's get back to this amazing episode.